So this very beginning, this what Trisha Yu calls the Tai Chi twist, this Tai Chi movement. Um, so we're intentionally doing it, but then we're letting go of that, and we're sort of using this to check in. So how is the body right now? How's your body? Does it feel energetic? Does it feel relaxed? Is it sleepy? Is it tense? Just sort of just all I mean by that is just feeling it intentionally. So, and then how does doing this feel? So, and then if you do it bigger, well, how does that feel? Does that harmonize with how your body is right now, or maybe doing it more subtly? How is that? So it's a way of loosening the body and coming into the body and all those things. It's also a way of perceiving the body, sort of how's it doing right now. And then adjusting your movement to your perception of the body. So if you really want to move the muscles, sink into this. Okay, this feels good. You want to do this, then go with that. If you just want to sort of quiet down, and this feels good, then go with that. Okay, and then however you're doing it, then just reduce the movements. Until you're just allowing this stillness, this feeling of stillness to be here. And there may be a sense of sort of the chi, the tingling quality. There may be a sense of fullness. Okay. Okay. Very good. So we've sort of harmonized body and mind here in standing, and now we'll bring in the environment. So we'll bow to what they call the 7 directions. So these are the 4 compass points plus up and down, and then within is the 7th. So we want to start out facing east, if you know which that is. If you don't, that's okay. And we're going to place our hands together. So we're going to dip the knees, straighten up, and that motion is continued with the hands. So we'll bow to the east. Okay, and come up. And then we're going to turn to the south. And so in breath, and then out breath. Okay, and then turn the west, in breath, out breath. And turn again. North. And back to the screen. So now we're going to go up. So first we go down, go up, sends the hands up. Look, so stretch, look up, reach up, stretch, extend, project, and then around. And bending the knees and the back, open the spine.
touch the ground.
And then coming up, so we're placing the hands on or in front of the body to bring attention to this lower area below the navel and the middle one by the heart. So we've gathered all 6 directions into the torso, and so this is harmonizing the life force energy in the body with the surroundings. And then back to standing. Okay, very good. Now let's just do Trembling Mountain a little bit. You can go ahead and loosen the head and neck while doing Trembling Mountain. You can move the shoulders too, circle the shoulders at the same time. And we're going to focus on the out breath and the down movement with the out breath. So the in breath is sort of an up, and the out breath is down. Elongate the out breath a little bit. Okay. Okay, very good. Let's just reduce the movement. Now, one consequence of doing Trembling Mountain is that what they say is it enlivens the chi, so we can feel in the hands or other places, we can feel the tingling quality of the aliveness and maybe the warmth. Our heart rate's gone up a little bit, and our breathing rate has gone up a little. Okay, very good. Well, now we'll go into the morning routine. So, and the first one, we're going to place our thumbs together and our first 2 or 3 fingers together. And this is Earth's fragrance drifts up, so sinking down. So in breath. So you want to do this movement with your breath. In breath is up, out breath is down, or the opposite if you want. Earth's fragrance is also sort of a synonym for the chi of spring. which is appropriate for today. Okay, let's do a couple more. Reduce the movement. Okay, and just touch into standing for a moment. Check the body alignment. Relax the body. Okay, next one, sunrise on the horizon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the sun rising. The horizon and sun setting. Okay, now at the same time that we're doing this externally, we're raising the chi internally as well. So it's coming up to the heart, radiating out in all directions, and then coming back, concentrating, and returning. Okay, so the external movements of the body are expressing the internal movement of the life force energy. Okay. Okay, let's just do one more. The next one is going to invoke the upper dantian. So, and this is parting the clouds. So, sinking down, palms face each other, forearms face each other. We watch the hands go up, up. Then they turn, then we hold a moment, and then part the clouds. Okay. So, sink. So, 1, up. 2, turn the hands. 3, 4. So again, so internally we're bringing the energy up, out the top of the head, out the forehead, up into the sky, parting the clouds, connecting the earth chi with the cosmic chi, the light of the sun, the moon, the stars. Then we're bringing that down through the body and back to the earth. So And when we turn the hands, just we visualize separating the clouds so that the light of the sun or other heavenly body shines down into the forehead and all the way down the central channel, all the way down the body, down into the earth. You might want to hold this extended posture for a moment till you really get a sense of extending your attention way up and then parting the clouds, and then feel that energy, that light coming down. Feel it coming down the body, through the body, and then feel it going down and out the feet. If you're, those of you who are familiar with opening the 7 gates, so this is when we get all the way up and we turn the hands, then we're opening all those gates all the way down, the whole body. Another name of this is parting the clouds to look at the moon. Let's do 2 more. And the eyes are following the hands. Okay, very good. Okay, next one. Washing the body with rainbow dew. Don't be too concerned about this. We're going to turn, we're going to bring both palms facing the body. The upper hand's going to go over the head, lower hand comes about to the throat. Then they both go down. And then turn the other way, and then the other hand goes over the head and goes down. This is a movement of cleansing, sort of surrounding the body, filling the body with this rainbow dew. Don't get hung up on doing it right. Okay, let's do 1 more on each side. Okay, very good. And the next one's flipping away the fog. So this is just, so again, just sort of check in. So how does this feel? So if you just want to just do this, it's just to loosen up again and let go of anything if we're a little overwhelmed or whatever. Or you can really do this big. And so this is just releasing, letting go. What are we releasing and letting go? Whatever needs to be released for you, whatever that is. Okay, now this very ancient practice of raising qi to the dantians. So first we'll come into a standing. Palms are facing each other a little bit. A little tiny bend at the elbow. Okay, and so first we're going to gather the earth, the ancestral qi, the earth qi. So with an out breath, we're just going to bend, sink the knees, bend the waist, and then as if we're lifting up something about the size of a beach ball or something that's glowing, and we're bringing that into the belly, the abdomen. And in this position, it's as if the hands are resting on this glowing ball of light whose center is in the center of the body, about 3 inches below the navel. And it moves a little bit with the breath. So as the belly expands, then that ball of light expands a little bit. And so the hands that are resting on it, they expand a little too. So this is a gesture, this is connecting to the ancestors, to our parents, particularly to our mother, to our grandmother, great-grandmother, and so on. Okay, we'll do this 4 times total. So we'll bring the attention to the top of the head, and then bring it down the spine, and then bend the knees. So we'll repeat. Bring it up, and then we turn the hands, and we're bringing this into the belly. Now you can, if you like, you can imagine this as spring rising, as the sap rising in the trees, as the bulbs begin to come up from the ground. This is as the ground thaws, then this energy sort of comes up from it. So, okay, 2 more. So, out breath. The body's like a tree, and it has these roots that go deep down into the earth and back through time. Okay, and then there's a sense of this glowing sort of aliveness in the belly. Okay, good. Last one. I'll drop down slowly. Okay, very good. Now the next one, we're going to refine the qi, or we're going to raise the qi to the heart area, to the middle dantian. We'll do this 3 times. And the qi is not, there's not an amount of it. So we can bring some up into the heart, and it's all still there in the belly and in the center of the earth. It's constantly connected to the source down in the earth. Okay, so dip the knees. So in breath, so raising qi to the middle dantian. And as we do this, there's an intention that it gets finer somehow, however that feels to you. Because now, see, it's mingling with the breath. So that it's not as dense. and it's also being circulated in the blood. Okay, very good. Okay, let's do the second one. Dip the knees. So raising the chi, bring it up. Okay, mix it with the breath. It's finer. Now this finer chi is radiating out with the breath, with the out breath. It's radiating out in all directions through the body. Okay, and it's still in the belly and in the earth. Okay, now let's do the third one. So bringing up again. And we want to put our attention in the center of the chest and also in the palms of the hands. And with the out breath, this radiates in all directions. Okay, very good. So we have a sense of the center of the earth, the lower dantian, the middle dantian, and this sort of this verticality in the body, this axis going from the center of the earth through the body, out the crown, up where we part of the clouds, way up there. Okay, good. Okay, now uniting heaven and earth. So we'll just turn the palms toward each other a little. And now dip the knees. So one hand's going up, the other one's going down. At the center line of the body, the palms are facing each other. We're going to stretch a little, extend the attention down the lower arm, out the fingertips down into the earth, and also from the heart up the upper arm, up out the fingertips and up into the cosmos. Okay, touching heaven, touching earth. Okay, now let's sit down again. Bringing them back. Okay, back into the heart area. And now radiating out, extending beyond the hands, beyond the fingers, out in all directions. Very good. Okay, and now come back. Okay, and now the other hand. So hold this extended pose as long as you want, and get a sense of the whole column, all the way from down in the earth, the roots through the body, lower, middle, upper, out, way up to the top. Extend. Just be one with this. And then when you're ready, then just continue. We can hold this position a little too. Again, we're aware of the whole spectrum here, the whole column. And then, so the name of this is embracing all that is. Only we're extending even beyond. And not only out the fingers, but front, back, up, down, sides, all around, like a tree. And then coming back. So we'll do this for a couple minutes. Do it at your own pace and hold any of the three positions as long as you want to. And then notice sensations in the body as you're doing this. And the other little move to add is a little small smile. And let's do one more set. And then we want to lower one hand opposite the lower dantian. And then the last movement in the set is flying cranes. So just again, just do this and see how it feels. And then do the flying cranes. Um, there are many variations, so do whatever works for you. Okay, let's reduce the movements. Just come back into your alignment. Feel that the body is upright. Okay, very good. Now let's go ahead now and move into our sitting posture. All right. Um, one hand mudra that is recommended is the touching the first two fingers to the thumbs. So this is the dragon's eye, placing those on your thighs or by your knees, or any hand position that you like. So dropping down with the out breath. So this is the same as standing. So we can feel that there are roots going into the earth through the feet, and this vertical um, line of light from the center of the earth up through the center of the body, perineum up through the center of the body, through the lower dantian and the middle dantian, and through the head, out the crown of the head, and continuing up. And just like there are roots down below, then the upward, then that expands out sort of like branches. And so this is heaven, earth, human. This is the sort of the three different types of chi. Of course, it's all one. It's just broken down in order to practice. Okay, and so on this vertical column of consciousness, we have the ability to move our attention anywhere from way down below up different levels of the body, the brain, and way up. This is all a sort of our spectrum of consciousness, and it's all available for our attention wherever we want to put it. So if we put our attention way down into the earth and contemplate the earth itself, the elements of the earth, the ancient quality of the earth, and the ancient quality of life, of all the various forms that consciousness has taken over billions of years, and coming up and then coming up into the belly. And this is this particular manifestation of that, this particular body mind that's sitting here. It's connected all the way back. It's not separate from anything. And that's in the belly. And if we like, we can sort of turn our eyes down just to help focus our attention downward. And then in the belly, let's just get a sense of the belly moving with the breath. So we sense the movement. How does it feel? Then we suffuse the feeling in the body. So in breath, so the whole body fills up with energy. Not the belly isn't the only thing that moves. The whole body fills up with energy. And then the out breath, it sort of all relaxes or radiates within the body. It's this feeling of aliveness. Okay, and maybe we remember that ball of light there that we brought in there. Okay, and now bringing the attention then up the center of the body. You can move the eyes if you like, and looking into the heart of the chest. So the light there. Now here, the suffusing is taking place with the actual heart. So we have a sense of the heart beating. Maybe we can feel it. And maybe we can feel the pulse in the body. And the heart is suffusing the whole body with this energy in the form of blood. So that's suffusing. And then beyond that, with the out breath, when we go to radiating. Now, when we breathe out, we're radiating the breath, the air, out from the body. It's going out. It's joining up with the air and the wind and connecting with air everywhere. And then we're suffusing and radiating out from the heart in all directions with the out breath. So the in breath, we're drawing the air in, we're drawing that energy in to the heart, lighting it up. Out breath, radiating. Okay, now if we bring to mind the move that we did, touching heaven, touching earth, if we bring to mind that move where the hands go out to the sides, with the out breath, so that's radiating. So we can visualize the body doing that. The arms going out and radiating out from the heart. So this is the center of relationships, of connection. And we can, in this meditation, if you like, you can bring into the space in the heart, you can bring in a person with whom you would like to feel connected. It can be someone living or someone who's died. Now these connections are beyond space and time. So, for instance, if there's someone in your life, someone who is close to you who died, and you weren't able to be with them, and you've regretted that for a long time, this is the opportunity to be with them. You bring them right into the heart. And it's deeper than a connection. It's just being one with them. This is also very useful if you've suffered trauma, some kind of trauma as a child or long ago. If you want to bring into your heart a memory or an image of your own self when you were younger, and just be with them, just bringing that young version of yourself, younger version of yourself, into the heart is a healing practice, because that younger version of yourself that is suffused with this life force energy, with your attention, and is in the field of love, of your love, of general love, universal love. You know, there's all kinds of love, as you know. So there's romantic love. You can bring in a person with whom you are romantically involved. You can bring in some kind of a spiritual teacher or a deity or some kind of spiritual person or practice. You can bring in a friend so that there's the love of friendship. There can be love of place. You can bring a place into your heart. Love of animals. Whatever invokes a feeling of love. Any kind of love. And so the other part of the practice is you bring them in, fill them, let them be filled with the loving attention. And then we're going to suffuse that through the body, mind, and we're going to radiate that out. Okay, so this brings to mind for me a young man who was dying of cancer. And his parents were very distraught, and they said, "How can we live without you?" And he just said, "Take the love you have for me, and when I'm gone, spread it into the world." And so this is suffusing the body and then radiating out. This can also be objectless. So we're not bringing any object into the heart. We're just evoking the feeling of love, suffusing the body with that feeling, every cell in the body, evoking that feeling, and then radiating out. And let's take a few more breaths. Okay, and then just gradually bring the attention back into the body. Move the toes, fingers, a little, hands, and loosen the body a little. Okay, very good. All right, so let's do our closing together. So on the count of 3, we'll clap our hands 1 time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And make heat. And place the heels of the hands in the eye sockets. Gently massage the eye sockets. Not the eyeballs, but the eye sockets. Okay, and then the face, forehead, temples, scalp, ears, just brush down the body a little. And then make loose fists, tap the kidneys. Then massage the kidneys. Okay, and thank you so much for your practice, for your presence. And for those of you who would like to exit the Zoom, please do so. If you'd like to stay for questions and comments, that will be up next.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thanks, Stephen.